And first up, we've got Nigel Mackie from Blueskytec. Over to you, Nigel.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much to Tech UK for setting up this event. It's a privilege to be working with the cyber elite today and hopefully together in the future. So I'm talking about Blueskytec. We've spent 5 years and $5 million investing our own money into the development of a technology that can stop cyber attacks in the industrial control systems and operational technology domain. That's quite a tall order, and we'll tell you exactly what we're doing. And please feel free to ask questions now and later. So the internet is definitely man's best invention to date. It's transformed society in every way, but it's brought with it some issues that we need to adapt and adopt. So, for example, cybersecurity. It's our belief that you can't solve complex software system and network problems with more software, and that we should go down to the next layer on which software runs, which is the silicon of the processors that software runs. Its order of magnitudes faster, it's determinate logic that can be 100% tested, and we're implementing our VHDL on our very high density logic on chips that are produced for the military and accredited for such to ensure that that security. So let me just share my screen. Okay, hopefully you can see that now.
Yeah.
Excellent. So this is our silicon. It's a common circuit component, but it has different personality or functionality that we inject in terms of high density logic at the manufacture stage. The problem we're facing and that we need to address in terms of securing critical infrastructure is the legacy problems, but also the future infrastructure where data and AI will sit with all of our systems to ensure resilience and automatic maintenance. The problem is it's complex, vast, and unfortunately a perfect storm. So we need a simple solution. So we've designed a commercial encryption technology to do this, which is a scalable system of systems technology for ICS and OT. And to underwrite that claim, we've thrown every MITRE ATT&CK database exploit under contract from the UK and the US military at industrial control systems to demonstrate it, including APT zero-day attacks, or as close as you can do to those unknowns. It's also fieldable by field engineers. It's a simple solution to a very complex problem. If you ain't got the key, you ain't getting in. Thank you.
Thanks, Nigel. Exactly 3 minutes. Which judge wants to come in first? Dave?
Nigel, thank you for that. Just keen to understand a little bit more about the sort of competitive landscape and what's really standing you apart amongst your customer set.
The technology is quite unique, partly because it's a complete solution. It's an engineering solution. We've heard today, for example, from a chip level component. But what we're doing is we're stopping any IT getting into the OT by making sure that we've got keys for that functionality. So there's very little competition. One of the hindrances to the market, though, is that where we're selling into governments, and we are selling into UK and US and Middle East governments solutions, then it needs accrediting. And the problem with that is that there are very few people that can accredit this level of cryptography. So it comes down to GCHQ and NSA, and we're working closely on new accreditation processes for this type of technology. NSA made the quote, they've not seen encryption in industrial control systems before. We'll have to come up with a new assurance scheme. And so we're working with them on developing that.
Andy?
Yeah, thanks. So Nigel, in your application, you referenced the fact that as an SME, it's going to be really important for you guys to work with partners, and you specifically referenced Schneider Electric. Can you talk a bit more about your plans to partner with those types of organizations that will help you develop the business to the next level?
Absolutely. We can see significant growth with partners like Schneider Electric. It's a non-exclusive arrangement. We have partners in the US, we have partners in the Middle East, and we have partners in the UK as well. They're all helping us get the message out to the market. In fact, our problem at the moment is keeping up with the growth, which is a great problem to have, of course. Schneider Electric are a global ICS provider, and the dialogue started off by us helping them secure some of their significant projects. It's now moved on to a different level where we're securing the products of the next generation of Schneider equipment. So it's a fundamental shift, and it's a significant growth area. And access to those markets and the different geographies, we can only do with partners. And so we are collecting partners all the time in different markets and different technologies.
Right, thanks.